What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be taking a look at King of the Court post-update in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. How does it look now? And is it worth you guys playing with the new update? Now, I'll say this. I still think King of the Court is one of the least rewarding modes unless you do get the top 1%. So, again, wrap your head around what I'm saying. Unless you are in the top 1% of players that play in King of the Court, I still am not going to tell you guys to play it. However, I do want to go through and talk about all of the new updates to King of the Court in my team. Now, first things first, I want to talk about the positives before I talk about the negatives. Positives are, if you do finish in the top 10%, you now get a free diamond. And if you finish in the top 1%, you get a hidden gem pink diamond. Obviously, top overall finish, you're still getting that 97 overall player, as well as a million VC. Now, why am I a massive fan of this? There are so many good pink diamond hidden gem cards in this game. Now, realistically, if you do finish in that top 1%, you're probably going to get a bad pink diamond. Like, realistically, that's probably the truth behind it. However, you now have a chance to do that. And if you finish in the top 10%, which isn't crazy, you have a chance to upgrade your squad in a big-time way. I added Terry Cummings, Eric Snow, Victor Oladipo in the past. I've added Tobias Harris. All of these cards through the 92 plus hidden gem packs. And so if you're one that is in that top, let's say 10%, not 1%, it's still a decent opportunity for you. Now, top 1%, these pink diamonds have a chance to be super, super, super good. For example, just going to throw out a name. If you get a guy like Ron Artest, he's going to change your team around dramatically. Now, realistically, you're probably going to get a mid card. You're probably going to get a guy, let's say, like Rajon Rondo. Overall, probably that's who you're going to get. But these updates make it now incentivizing to play if you're good. Like, for me, personally, this is the most worth it mode now. It is. I probably won't finish top 1% or top 1. I won't. I'm not going to finish top overall. Just my team's not quite good enough yet to probably do that. I'm going to try, but I just don't think my team is quite to that level. However, I do think I'll finish in the top 1% and guarantee myself a free pink diamond. Really, my first pink diamond card since T-Mac. Like, I've not gotten a pink diamond since T-Mac, which is absolutely crazy. And this weekend, I have free, so I'll actually be able to play, and I'll be able to get a pink diamond, 95 overall. Now, let's talk about the negative side of things. The negative side is the update is still the same thing. You have to play the game for 4 hours straight on a random Saturday in the middle of the day. I mean, look, I got stuff to do sometimes on weekends. My schedule is just not always free. And so that's something that definitely is somewhat irritating to me, is I can only play during, some weekends just for the sole fact of 2K has it set up like this. So that's kind of an annoying side of this thing, a side that I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of and that I do wish was changed. Another side to it is there's still no VC, there's still no MT, there's still no auctionable cards to be made with this. So let's say you do grind for 4 hours and you do finish in that top 1%, and then they give you the worst pink diamond hidden gem. Now let's talk about who are some of the worst pink diamonds. Now, I don't know all of these guys and all of their releases, all of those things. I don't know at the time I'm recording this who is really all usable, who's unusable. But let's say you get a guy like Gus Williams. This card stinks. He absolutely reeks. This card probably would not play for me, genuinely. And my point guard position's not that strong, but he's absolutely horrible. He would not play for me. Isaiah Thomas, he would not play for me. So there are still ways that you guys get a pink diamond and you get a card that, simply put, is not good. Even Dolph Schayes, his release kind of stinks as well. And so that's the other side of it, is since that is the only thing you're getting, it's scary. Like, it's scary to grind 4 hours for nothing. At least in Showdown, guys, look at all the different rewards you get. Like, it's crazy, and I'm not even to tier 1 yet, but you get great rewards throughout for just playing the game. And so that's kind of the big thing for me right now when I'm looking at things is, I mean, I love the fact that you now get a pink diamond. It is still worth your time. But it's up to RNG to determine your fate, to determine what card you are going to get. And I I don't know if I can wrap my head around that. I don't know. Because again, it all comes down to what 2K wants to give you. And it's the same thing with an Opal, guys. If you guys have paid any attention, Splash has won 4 weeks in a row. He has yet to pull a decent Opal. Like, and when I say that, that's the truth. He has not pulled a decent Opal. The best Opal he has pulled is this Joe Johnson card, who is absolutely horrible. He's not good at the game. Like, this card stinks. 6'7", like, his stats aren't that bad, but the card is realistically not that good. And so that's the thing for me when I'm looking at where we're at in 2K right now is, sure, the King of the Court's fine if you do win the top prize, because you are going to get that million BC. You're getting a guaranteed Galaxy Opal, who more likely than not is going to be able to play for you guys. But as far as the other things, there's nothing with these cards, and that does definitely scare me quite a bit. So that's something that I've got in the back of my mind. That's something that obviously I'm thinking about while playing this game. But to me, it's still better than where we are. And ultimately, I want 2K to continue evolving. I want 2K to continue getting better. And I'm actually surprised. I thought they would update this as the season started. It took a week for them to update this. And I think they actually listened to the community's feedback. People were saying that King of the Court is no longer worth it, which it wasn't. You'd literally grind 4 hours for a chance at getting a solid diamond. Otherwise, you'd get a worse card. It just a 90 overall. It was not worth it. Now again, if you're only going to finish in the top 50%, guys, it is still not worth it for you guys. You really have to get into that top 10% now to make it worth it for your specific squad. And realistically, if you finish in that top 1% and get a pink diamond, it is worth your time to play this game. You're getting a pink diamond for playing for 4 hours is so worth it on this game. And for me, if I could use an upgrade at literally any position in this game. So that's another side to this thing that I'm definitely thinking about. Realistically, I'm going to try to obviously win King of the Court. I'm going to try to, do what I need to do. But the odds of that happening are not great, are not ideal. So that's just another thing that does go into this thing. Or yes, I'm going to try to make it happen, try to make something shake. But realistically speaking, the odds are going to be tough with my squad. And my squad's getting better. Still going to be tough though. So yes, King of the Court is updated. I still would only play this if you really like playing online gameplay. If you do not like playing online gameplay, you realistically are probably not going to have that much fun playing King of the Court. And if you're not good at online gameplay, you're probably going to get that 87 plus overall Gems of the Game pack, which is not a great pack to get. Like, it's not horrible, but you're probably not going to pull somebody to really help your squad. So, still really only thinking the Court's worth it for the top 1%. Maybe, for sure, if you're guaranteed to get the top 10%, I would grind it. But overall, it's not one of my favorite grinds right now in this game. It's just, it's not. For me though, it is, because obviously I should be able to get in that top 1%, guaranteeing myself a pink diamond. I will say, since it did get updated, there's going to be more people playing King of the Court. Whether that's good, whether that's bad, I don't necessarily know. But since it did get updated, guys, there will be a lot more sweats playing King of the Court. So just be prepared if you do load up King of the Court this weekend to sweat, because it's not going to be easy. It's going to be an absolute sweat fest in King of the Court. You just got to hope that, number one, your matchmaking is on your side. Because I hate to say it like this, but as much as you're in control of it is as much as it depends on what type of matches you get. If you get good matches, good games, easy games, you're gonna do way better than if 2K matches you with pure sweat. So another thing to just kind of think about. For me, I know a lot of people get super hyped about King of the Court and winning King of the Court. I don't care. If I add a 95 plus overall hidden gem to my squad, I will absolutely take that. Obviously, I really want to win King of the Court 1 week, but I can only do what I can do. And at the end of the day, it is what it is. That's going to wrap it up for our video today. I want you to know your guys' thoughts on King of the Court. For me, I still do wish there was MT. I wish there were other things that went into this instead of just getting one really good card that is unsellable, because then you're putting all your chips in one basket, or all your things in one basket, and it's in a basket you have no control over. It's whatever 2K decides to give you, which I personally don't necessarily love. So you guys let me know your thoughts on that. That's one thing that I think 2K can continue to improve in the future. Why are Showdown so many different rewards, including badges, including double XP, and then when we get to King of the Court, it's just one thing or nothing? I just don't know how I feel about it. Right now in Season 2, there's no King of the Court challenges in here, but I wouldn't be surprised to see like King of the Court challenges added into the game. So that's kind of something to think about as well. Let me know your thoughts, guys. drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.